Hey YouTube, it's Felice HD. I am back again. We are on episode 5 of the binge watch. This is going to be my recap for Terror Town, The Shy, season 3, episode 5. I'm telling you, this blackout, honey, it's separating the men from the boys at this point. Like, I am just, whoo, it was a lot. All right, so I think the major moment for me on this episode was Sonny pulled up on Emmett and was like, bruh, I'ma need for you to head out. He's caught. He's caught. This whole operation, this moonlighting thing that him and Dom have been going doing, it's all out in the open now. With the blackout, they had to move everything outside and use the smoking cooker. And the people out there having a party. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. And word got back to Sonny. He pulled up and was like, "Really? Like, I trust you. I let you in my establishment, and this is how you do me." Oh man, my heart goes out to Sonny. Sonny was looking like he was just done. He was just like, you done tried some stuff in the past, but this right here is a lot. So we're gonna have to continue to watch and see if Emmett can even repair the relationship that he has with Sonny, because I really think that it's being tried at this point. Um, Dominique was given, kind of deer in the headlights type situation. I think she was working as much as possible to try to rise to the occasion because, you know, as you can see, throughout the episode, that for various reasons, pretty much everybody on the show was impacted by this, power outage, this widespread power outage. This was the night that one of the special critics that goes around and tests out people's different food and everything decides that she wants to surface and make her presence felt. And Dawn was like, this ain't even my best work. Emmett was like, look, give it to her, whatever. She was distraught. She was like, hey, no, yeah, no, professional courtesy. Can you not do that? But he did it anyway. So he's a line stepper, and we know that. Hopefully that doesn't backfire too much. I mean, I think the critic had some rave reviews, and I think that Dom's her cooking speaks for itself. Hopefully hopefully it'll work out. We don't see any indication in this episode that there's an issue, so that's a good thing. Uh, I think the other aha moment as we come through this episode, I don't think the crew is feeling Gemma, and she's not meshing well into their whole situation. Jake is rolling dolo, but he's still in the house now. Maisha and Papa, they're a thing now, so they, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna turn into Mappa or Paisha, but they get ready to we gotta get them a hashtag together. We gotta get because they are relationship goals. They serving couple vibes, okay, early on. So, and I'm here for it. I love their chemistry. I think they're adorable. Keisha is growing more and more rebellious to this scenario that she's in. So I don't think by continuing to put her in this situation that the guy is going to get a docile version of her. He's not going to get her to succumb to this. She's way too much of a warrior. She's way too much of a fighter. Um she's playing the role right now because I think she's fearful of what will happen if she goes, Viking on that ass. But it's definitely raging in her soul. You can see it in her eyes. It's like a glare that she gives him whenever she's come in contact with him. And I just think, I think it's to his advantage to really just, lay off of her a little bit. I mean, he's playing her really close and he's being really creepy about it. And I just, mm, I'm creeped out by this guy. I'm creeped out. He is really playing a really good creep. Um, Fast forward, what the hell is up with Tomas? His family is rude AF, okay? And they were being so rude to Jada. Like, I just felt like bringing up his ex-wife was inappropriate. Um, I didn't like how he managed it. I thought, he just was just like, yeah, whatever. No, that's not a whatever. Like, I think they should have been well versed in that conversation before he exposed her to his family, because they were more than happy to establish the conversation of, like, it was just inappropriate. I didn't feel like the exchange with Tomas's family was ideal at all. um I don't know if it's necessarily a deal breaker. I mean, I think he meant well, but his family is a little off-putting. um they're still trying to locate Keisha's they're still trying to locate Keisha, but she's okay. They just don't know that yet. And it's Nina is unraveling. I mean, she's just coming undone at this point, and naturally so. Um I, the initial scene that opened, and it could be a vibe. It could just be a vibe where it's like, you know, a lot of times people have those connections with the people that are closest to them. It may just be this fear and this unrest that Keisha is experiencing that her mom is actually in tune with, because you can see her literally. It's like she's shaking. She's going through like a pulsating uh, level of activity when this guy is he's bathing her and combing her hair, and he's just being especially creepy. I mean, those lights went out and she made a break for it. She was like, "Oh yeah, nah, the cameras are off. It's whatever. I'm gonna take a stab at trying to get the hell up out of here." And I was rooting for her. When she got out and she stopped, I was like, "Oh sis, please, if you ever needed to run in your life before, now was the time." I just that whole scenario sent me. Like, I was just like, really? When he grabbed her and brought her back in the house, I was like, oh God, he gonna kill her. I was like, oh God, he's going to kill her, because he was just so she was screaming. I was like, oh my gosh. That was a lot. That was a whole lot. I love the whole relationship that Ronnie and Papa's dad, the pastor, have. It's like a camaraderie there. I think that he takes a great deal of pride in being able to, share some positivity into Ronnie's life, because his life has been so dark. I think that he is a good-hearted person, but he has just been subjected to so much negativity throughout his journey that he has managed to succumb to a great deal of it. We do see this whole vibe that they've decided they want to go. The youngins, they going on a ghost hunt. I don't know how I feel about that. Shy Tail is scary enough. I don't think they need to look for danger, but they managed to find a way to do that. So they're going on this ghost hunt. They're going into this abandoned building and they're looking for spirits, and they can't even get along. Like they already end up cussing each other out before all the creepy stuff happens. So we're gonna see. I just think Gemma, when she's around them, when she's around Maisha, because her and Maisha was having words, her and Jake consistently have, they have words back and forth. So I think, if she really cares about Kevin, she gonna have to lay low when she's socializing with his friends and stuff, because she can come across as really kind of bossy. And I think that she made a bad decision. Um I think that she made a bad decision by suggesting that they take the route that they took on the way to try to get home. She's not aware of a lot of dangers of the streets, like Jake and Papa and Maisha. And I think that, she should have just taken a page out of their book and taken their word for it and been more of a team player instead of trying to, like, it's sort of like the mentality of like when in Rome. Like, just don't put yourself in that situation. But then she insisted that Kevin go along with her. And I thought that was careless. You know, he wasn't showing any like vote of confidence by putting them, by going with her. I think that he could have changed the situation by saying, you know what, that's that, with the lights being out and the power being out, they probably would have been a lot safer by sticking together as a group. But that's not what happened. We see that they later met up and ended up, grabbing a bite to eat, going to like, some type of gathering or whatever, which I thought was cute. They're still managing to go out and do things as a group or as a couple, as young people, and try to have some semblance of a social life, even though they're dealing with so many adult issues so very young. Um, it's actually refreshing to see Jada taking some emotional breaks. We know that she is dealing with a lot within herself, and she's been doing that for a past couple of seasons. Actually, she's been doing that from the very beginning, but it looks like she's getting to a healthy place with that, and that's actually pretty inspiring. When we saw her doing her mantras and trying to pull herself together emotionally, it made me feel a sense of pride because you can see her growth as a character. I think that it was touching. I was moved by it. This gathering that Ronnie has made his way to, he's suited and booted. He done got all clean and crisp on him. He's at the church function. They trying to, make do with what they have, but I think this blackout put a damper on a lot of people's plans at this point. So everybody's kind of picking up, their plan B plans and trying to, keep things moving, keep things going. So we'll see how that goes. Aside from that, poor Miss Ethel. She out there in her house coat, banging on the door, and it just, you could see, you're beginning to see the signs of dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever it is she's exactly suffering with. You can tell that her mind is slipping. So she has moments where it's like she has the full recall, or she'll have, some understanding of what's going on or who's around her. And then other times it's like she's oblivious. It's like she really does not know what's going on, or, so you can tell just by listening to the things that she says that her mind is it's troubling her. Her mind is going. That's difficult to watch because she has been such a strong character throughout each season of the Shy. To see her mind going like that. I have actually cared for loved ones that had dementia and Alzheimer's, and to see that is triggering. And I'll tell you, the depiction of it is very accurate. The depiction of it is very real. The way that what they've done with Miss Ethel's character is very indicative of what you see when you're caring for a loved one who is suffering with these types of mind health concerns. It's hard. It's a hard adjustment, especially for the people closest to them, because you see those different instances where, one minute it's just, the same old person, and they're all there. And then there are moments where they look at you and they have no idea who you are, or they speak to you as if it's like, I don't know you. Um, Ronnie is sympathetic to that, and he's braving through it, but you can tell it's bothering him. Um, he went to go check on her and she wasn't there, and he was extremely upset towards the caretakers there. That's problematic. But luckily, he was able to connect with someone in the community that told him where he could find Miss Ethel, and he's able to get to her and get her back to her nursing home safely. So that worked out, and Ronnie is definitely he's definitely taking the lead on staying connected and staying in tune with her, and that's very that's amazing. Um Given the circumstances, I think he's doing the best that he can, you know, with for her. He's not in the financial position to be able to care for her or to take her on. But I think that he's, monitoring things very fairly, and he's staying on top of things as issues as they present themselves. So that's definitely commendable. Now, the moments between Duda and Jake are bittersweet. I think Jake is starting to see what a walking contradiction Duda is. He's one minute he's mellow, they're chill, they're just having a chit chat over some jazz. And next thing you know, he's out there, throwing them hands at this guy. I mean, he was getting ready to beat this guy literally to death. And so he asked, he's like, yeah, I'm going outside. Somebody called or whatever. He's like, oh, can I come? He goes outside with him and he sees him putting a smackdown on this guy. And it was so disturbing to him that he actually just got up out of there and went and hollered at Trig, like, listen, that's a lot. Excuse me, that's a lot. Duda's a lot. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if Jake grows up to be a character that's on that spectrum, that has, that wide range of emotions that they express fully. Some people, they are able to get through life that way with, a full expression of all of their emotions, which is what I think that Duda allows himself to have. He fully expresses his emotions. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. This has been great. I have enjoyed the recap of episode 5. Make sure that you tune in. We're going to start moving forward and doing the live recaps with episode 8. So right now I'm in a binge watch mode. So make sure you stay tuned and check out all of the other episodes. I've binge watched episode 1 through 7. Okay. So we're going to start with the live ones on episode 8. All right. Peace and blessings till next time.